So I'm going to start the screen share and we'll get into it. All right, man. So you're 20 years old. You're looking for some help with some kyphosis. So
I think it's kyphosis, but I'm not sure about is it kyphosis or anything
gotcha.
else. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely, sort of confirm visually if we're seeing that. You just want to be a little bit more comfortable with your shape.
Yeah.
Get your spine a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, we'll see what we can do and what the assessment says. Uh-oh, I didn't pull up the right drive here. Did someone tell you that you have kyphosis, or is that something you just kind of been reading?
Yeah, I just figured out from my research in Google.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, man, it's, there's no extreme. Uh-oh. I'm not seeing your intake form here, bud. Or I have your intake form, but I'm not seeing the upload to the Google Drive.
Upload what? Pictures?
Yeah, like the pictures and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you upload it under a different name?
No. I didn't do that. I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see. Okay, gotcha. Well, here, what we'll do instead, if you're cool with just standing up, we'll do a couple of posture photos. We'll just snag a couple screenshots. I'll put them in a Google document, and then we'll just go from there. See what we see.
Okay. So, do you want for me to take off my t-shirt now? Or?
If you're comfortable with it, sure. We can take off the shirt and we'll see what we get. We'll do this live. And so if you can go somewhere and stand up from so I can see the feet all the way up to the top of the head.
Is it okay?
If you could lower me down just a bit. Okay, we can definitely see if there's going to be any like kyphosis happening. If you could keep kind of taking me down a bit. There we go. I think we're good. That'll get it done. Okay, so I just want you to completely relax. Take a big deep breath. Look forward. Think we're not holding good posture. We are instead just trying to completely relax with this posture here. Okay. And then if I can have you turn around and face away from the camera. And again, just nice and relaxed. Okay, and then turn to your right once more. Uh-oh, still there? There you are. I'm gonna have you face the mirror. That works. Yep, just stand right there. Good, nice and relaxed. Good. And then I'll have you turn one more time toward the mirror. Oh, there you are. I see you. We'll face the mirror this time. Okay. And then if you can find a spot where I can see from the bottom of your feet up, and I just want to see you touch your toes. Just angle me down a bit. There we are, man. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So just reach down, touch the toes. Okay. And then give me a deep squat all the way down, as far as you can go. Not bad. Pretty good. Okay. All right, man. Let's talk about this. All right, buddy. So, got a couple of side views, back view, front, another side view, toe touch, and a squat. Okay. We'll talk through these and how these sort of connect together. In terms of posture assessments, I always tell folks, you want to take it with a grain of salt, even with like just these quick photos we took, like, they're quick photos. They're not going to tell us everything that's happening. We can pitch some things out, but it's a big global sort of macro view of your body and how you're standing at this moment in time. Okay. So that said, we can probably start picking out things like, do you have kyphosis? Do you have increased whatever it is? Overall, though, I mean, just from the shape that you have here, I'm not necessarily thinking kyphosis by any means. And I am a little bit lower.
Yeah, but there is some curve in my spine, not
right.
Straight. Yeah.
So some curvature through, especially like this region here, that's completely normal. We actually want to have like a kyphosis of the thoracic spine is completely normal. It's when it becomes excessive and you see these folks like really rounding forward and being pushed forward. We could argue and say, yeah, maybe you have like a little bit of a forward head position, like your head's going forward. And yeah, I did want to comment on your toe touch that we sort of see that positioning happening. If anything, you almost have like a reverse kyphosis in a lot of ways. So it's what you'll have is you don't have the normal rounding that should occur through the rib cage, this area here between the shoulder blades. People call it like the posterior mediastinum. It's a real fancy word for essentially just between the shoulder blades. Okay. But this region, you can see that space right there. It'll get really tight. Okay. And it'll almost be like I'm pushing you down right here and pushing your head forward. Okay. And what that'll do is create this like reverse curvature throughout the upper thoracic spine. And it can cause like, some weird stuff to just happen at the neck potentially. And like I said, you essentially just need expansion here. You need to just open that up. But I mean, even if we look at just a normal, thoracic spine, look at some images, good old Google, right? Like, look at this guy. Oh, that's super small. Give me a different one. Look at this guy. Like, there's some natural curvatures that happen here.
Yeah. Right.
And that's completely fine. We want that because right in this region right here between T1 and T12, T8 probably, your lungs are right here. And every time you breathe, those lungs need to be able to go backwards, right? And expand through that area. If you had a completely straight spine, it'd be no bueno, right? You'd have trouble breathing, which is super important. And just sort of managing pressure within the thorax. That said, if we look here, don't worry about the scoliosis, but this is like what we're sort of talking about with like, this is kyphosis, right? This is a true, I use the term hyperkyphosis because this is intense. Like there's a lot of this going on versus what we just looked at, which was this like sort of normal curvatures happening.
Yeah, but maybe like my thoracic spine, like it more increased in the degrees of the curvature.
You know, did you say decreased or increased?
Increased in the degree of the curvature. More like
Potentially. Let's see if we can find some reverse thoracic curvatures where revert. So like this is kind of like that. You'll see this increase here, or you'll actually have like some flatness happening, and then this like area right through here sort of gets shoved forward. Like that's what we're seeing with, oh, where'd you go? There it is. Boom. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. So it's like this reverse thoracic curvature. It's just your thoracic spine trying to create extension, and that causes your neck to like extend more, and you're just like maxing out your extension up through this area. Okay.
So should I like make mobility exercises for my shoulders?
I think inverted exercises could be beneficial, though that might be a little too quick. Just like hanging out upside down, right? Like get that pressure to like go up into the rib cage essentially, and like the ventral cavity and like the posterior mediastinum. Think of your body as like, if I had a, whatever, this guy, right? Mm-hmm. This is a 8-pound weird medicine ball thing, okay? It's full of sand. If I take it and I turn it upside down, where's all that sand go?
Down?
Yep, exactly.
With the gravity. Mm-hmm.
So you take your body and you turn it upside down. Where's all that pressure? All that pressure. All that pressure is going to go up here, right? Okay. Or if you fall, don't fall. So we want to create that expansion throughout that area right through here, posterior mediastinum. Another thing that'd probably be really good is like alternating exercises. So get some like cables and do some like pressing, like downward at like a 45-degree angle and a staggered stance. You literally just type that into Google, just like staggered stance, low cable press, right? That'll be
staggered what?
Staggered stance.
Okay.
Low cable press. Okay. You type that in there, you'll find all kinds of exercises, but just like getting some rotation of your like thoracic rotation would be really good, but not the typical like T-spine, like rotation. Like that's honestly going to jam you up more, right? You need to go the other way. You need to go down toward the floor. You need to press and create this like opposing expansion and all this good stuff back here. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't think you have kyphosis necessarily. I just think you may have some tightness. Again, imagine me coming up to you and I'm always like grabbing the top of your upper traps, right? I'm squeezing here and I'm squeezing here. And I'm just like, hey, buddy, like, and you're just always like tight through this region. Mm-hmm. Okay. So turn you upside down. That starts to release some of that. Punch at a low angle. That's going to help stretch the upper traps while also creating like an opposing expansion on that side.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm trying to do like this, opening my back rib.
Sort of. If you do that, you're most likely going to, like you even kind of did it, you're going to open up this, which is already open, right? We need exercises that target this up here. Boom, right? So this area sort of like between and a little bit above the area of the scapula, the shoulder blade. So we want to open that up. So that's where I'm saying like low pressing, hook line, 45-degree exercise with a low reach, right? Like that's a really good one. Anything where you're reaching down low is going to create expansion and kind of turn off all this musculature up through the upper portion of the rib cage.
Okay.
And then you just breathe into it. just take big deep breaths and get that to start like opening up. But just be careful you're not kicking in a lot of neck. Cool. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't think you have kyphosis. I think you just have tightness at the lower neck, upper rib cage. Your toe touch looks decent. It's not terrible by any means. Deep squats looking good, man. You can load this sucker up, get to work, right? As for through here, yeah, man, posture's not bad. Just a little bit of that head kind of sinking forward, like I said. And that also is related to manubrium and sternum. These areas right through here, they get really tight and they kind of pull you down as well. So like I said, you just gotta open this up right here, that area of the chest. And then imagine, let's see, where's the back view? This guy right here. You got to get in between, like from here up, here to here. This little square. Yeah. And honestly, like in between the shoulder blades as well. You need to like pop that open. Making sense? Do you have any questions?
No, but for just conclusion,
yes.
What exactly of exercises should I do?
So like I was saying, like laying on your back, doing like the hook line 45-degree reach. Then you have this recording.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you have the recording, so you can go back and like Google these. I'm also just sending you an email, and it'll have some information in there, some stuff you can try. We'll see if it helps you out. And again, keep in mind, these are some quick recommendations. We have like 20, 30 minutes that we're talking, right? So, give them a shot. If they help, awesome. But if they're not, and there's still maybe some things like giving you trouble. But like I said, I would just stick to like reaching low, staying low, finding some hamstrings, some deep abdominals, and utilizing your full deep breathing. Okay. I also have a bunch of exercises on my YouTube channel, which you can just kind of like dive through. But if you type in hook line, low reach, breathing exercise, like there's so many exercises, like people doing videos on that. Like I said, the low cable press is going to be money. It's going to be really, really good, but also simultaneously training the pecs, right? Because a lot of this still, we don't want to just lay on the ground and breathe all the time, right? And then inverted activities. So get to where you can turn upside down, hang off a glute ham raise, hang off on the edge of your couch and with your elbows down and like just taking big deep breaths there. And that'll start to like promote some expansion through.
I have video for this just now.
I'm sorry? What was that, buddy?
Yeah, just now.
But I'll also be sending, like I said, just sending you a, what you got?
You mean this exercise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could even do a reverse variation of that where you're doing like a bridge. You bridge your butt up, feet on the floor, and then you do some like skull crusher with like triceps. Yeah, man, that's gonna open up that area there. Zercher squats are going to be awesome, where you're holding like a barbell here at the elbow, right? There's all kinds of stuff. So, but with all these, the common thread is you're keeping your elbows pretty low. You're keeping your arms below 90 degrees of shoulder flexion. Cool. Cool, man. So I will send you an email. You'll get a, just summary of all this good stuff. I'll throw in a couple of exercises to try, some links that I might have. And then there'll be a link to this as well. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, man, no problem. It was nice meeting you.
Me too.
All right, man. You take care. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.